how's it going? Hope you're having a wonderful day. I'm doing all right. Thanks for asking. I'm assuming if you are here that you are a Pat McGrath fan. I said in my Pat McGrath ranking that this is such a pretty palette and I can't figure out why I can't get a good look out of it. So today this is what I came up with. If you want to see how I did this, just keep on watching. Okay, let's do this. My Pat McGrath palette. So pretty. And so scary for some reason. I will master this. I gotta go shut my windows because the neighbor kids are screaming at each other. Well, that was an adventure, but I'm kind of glad. Okay, so I went upstairs to shut the windows because the neighbor kids were yelling. They're not very nice to each other. Be nice to your siblings. Don't call them names. Don't call them idiots because that's not nice. And you wouldn't want them to call you an idiot. Anywho, so I went upstairs and I'm not a fan of bugs. I know that they are a living creature and I know that they were here before me, whatever. They deserve to be here too, but oh man, it was on the windowsill, just like right 3 inches from my pillow because our bed butts up against the windows, and there was this bug and it was 1.5 inches long. And it was right there. And the poor thing, I don't think it was doing well. Anyways, I took a Q-tip and like pushed him out the window. But I had to take the screen off first. And then I got him outside, but I couldn't get him off the Q-tip. So I was like, oh, I'll get that later. But then the screen was so hard to get back on that I was like, oh, I better do that now. So I had to like shake him off with the Q-tip. I'm not a fan of bugs. I'm just not. Anyways, so that happened. But while I was doing that, I realized that I almost went into this without eye primer. So this all happened for a reason, right? I need to use eye primer. And I saw a video today that said to use the Anastasia Beverly Hills primer if you want colors to pop. We'll see. Anyways, I'm going to do that. There, I reframed that a little bit. So I put some more intense eyebrows on today. I used a deeper shade than I usually do, which is medium brown in the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Wiz. And this is not the primer that I thought it was. So yeah, I have more intense brows going in with my, and actually I can't really even tell with the brows, with the light. I'm trying to do a hybrid natural light, fake light thing, but the sun is going down. I don't know what time it is. I'm guessing it's like 8 p.m. I already took the cap off. Okay. Whew. Just gonna, little dab. Do I need to shake this? I don't know if that does anything. Okay. So I'm gonna put this all over. And the reason that I'm using this today, I usually use this MAC paint pot in soft ochre because it really, I don't know, it's a great base for shadows for me. However, it does have a bit of a yellow hue to it, which using this palette, this is very blue. A lot of it is the blue and red. Not red, but you know, blue and red make the purpley pink. Basically, there's not a lot of yellow in this palette except for that gold, which I've noticed has a lot of black. Has like almost a really dark base to it, which I'm trying to show you. Maybe you can see from that angle, it gets darker. And so I think part of the problem I have is I need to avoid that color unless I'm doing a very specific kind of black thing. Anyways, Anna, stop blabbering. All right, gonna put some eye primer on my eyelids, and a lot goes along, or a little goes a long way. Boy, I'm tired. Wow, that is really light. Okay, that is light in color. I haven't used this in a really long time, so I wasn't expecting that. Okay, but anyways, I'm hoping, because this doesn't have that yellow tinge to it, it's actually very white. I'm gonna use my other finger to sort of dull that down just a tiny bit so it's not quite so blam. And I'm doing this without a mirror. I don't know why. Probably because I'm using both hands. Okay, all right, we have eye primer. Excellent. I'm going to grab my Melikaliki Maka towel. I think it's cute, but I got it in February at a Kahlua rum, what is it called, a distillery in Hawaii, right after my wedding, or right before my wedding, actually. All right. Focus. I need a mirror. All right, I'm just gonna double check that that is all looking good. Okay. Ooh. Some rogue eyebrows there, but that's not what we're looking for. Okay, I think that'll do it. Now, I'm gonna powder that. I'm gonna put a little bit of powder over that. Just a little Laura Mercier loose powder. Why not? It was the first one that I saw. Don't want to use a lot, but I'm gonna just kind of a little dusting of that. I want the eyeshadow to stick, but I also don't want it to stick or cling, and I cling to different textures on my eyelids, so I don't know. I don't know if it actually is useful or not, but I'm gonna put the powder on. All right, so here's my theory as to why I have trouble with this palette. There are a lot of very dark colors, deep colors, and I struggle with those. So I'm gonna try to keep this all in a very similar color family. So I probably will not be mixing the black, the brown. In fact, I think I'm gonna not use the black and brown at all. I think that's gonna be step one. So going with a little bit lighter colors, which I tend to, my eyes are very deep set. I don't need a lot of shadow unless it kind of ends up being a very intense look if I use darker colors, which I guess is true in general, but I don't know if you can see this. If I turn, this bone really juts out on the side. And so I get a lot of shadow from the top of my lid kind of hanging over my eye. So darker colors just add to that, making it look, you know, making me look almost skeletal or something. And I have pretty prominent bones here, so it even adds to that. So my thought is use lighter colors and use colors in the same color family so that they don't get muddy. And I'm hoping this works. All right. So taking Freya FR2 brush and going into, it's gonna be end up being a very sparkly look, and that's fine. That's fine. Yeah, just gonna go for it. All right, so I'm going to take this here on a fluffy brush. This is an experiment because, like I said, I don't know, I can't get this palette right. All right, and then I'm gonna throw that all over right here. Just gonna go for it. Yep, we're just gonna sparkle that up. Woo! Okay. It's fine, it's gonna be fine. This is going to be fine. You know what, just gonna all the way up. All right. Okay. This just can't be a good idea, right? But so much sparkle. So much sparkle. Oh, it's so pretty though. All right. With the same brush, can clean that off, my dry sponge. I'm gonna go into this shade right here and go into the inner half. Oh yeah. I mean, why not? Let's just sparkle. Let's just do it. It's looking real ethereal. I like that. All right. I love this brush. This brush is the Odenzite FR6 brush. It's so little and perfectly round. And my deep set hooded situation right here, it just goes right perfectly into there and almost kind of has that, you know, point, but not a point. And it somehow gets in there. Sometimes I miss the crease there. This brush does it. Oh, it's so exciting. I'm really excited. And it's so soft. It doesn't poke or anything. So good. Love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. And all right, I'm gonna go into this shade right here. And even though it is shimmery, 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 metallic, I'm gonna put that on this outer rim, outer V right here in this corner. Gonna pack that pigment on there, just get it in there and down to my lash line. All right, so just packing the pigment on right now, and then we'll blend that out with a fluffier brush in just a sec. Don't be scared. I mean, be afraid for me, but not because of that. All right, so we're just packing that color on. I think the key too with this palette is I just need to really amp up the rest of my face, the rest of my makeup. Some heavy duty contouring, so we'll see how, I'll let you know how that goes. All right, so getting that pigment in there. This is the Nakia Joy Cosmetics Pro Blend E04 Pro Blend. So we're gonna professionally blend this very pigmented shadow, which is so pretty. I think I'm gonna need to actually bring that out a little more. I need to add more. Just need more. I'm gonna bring that up a little more. Up onto my hood. Can you see that? I have to kind of put it on top of where that falls down there. Woo! Fun times. And I try to do it in a straight line this way, because if I'm not careful, it ends up just accentuating that hood. So I have to really be careful that I'm not dipping it like this shape, because I already have that shape there. It really hangs down there. So depending on your eye shape, if you're using this as a tutorial, which, to be honest, I don't know that I recommend. We'll see how it turns out. This is really just me trying to conquer this palette that I don't ever do very well with. Oh, this color is so pretty, though. It's so pretty. All right. Again, trying to bring that straight out. And then blend, blend, blend. In fact, I'm just going to take some of that lighter shade again, this pink, and kind of use that to diffuse this. Because why not? Why not? We're just experimenting. We're just playing. Honestly, I just want to play with makeup all the time. It's my favorite thing. It's so much fun. I love color. Oh, it's so fun and satisfying. All right. I think that is relatively blended. All right, now, okay, yeah, no, don't use black. Do not use black. Anna, do not use black. I am going to take my little pinky. I'm going to take this shade, and I'm going to put that on my lid, just all over, pack it. Ooh, fancy. Oh, I just thought of something I could have done instead, but it's too late now. Too late now. Ooh, that looks really pretty and turns a darker purple over that other shade. I love that. All right, all right. I smell what you're cooking. Pat McGrath. I mean, these colors are so pretty. Look at that. I'm obsessed with it. So pretty. I don't know why it doesn't like me. This palette and I just need to make friends. I mean, with each other. Like, we need to be friends. Okay, I'm not mad at this. I don't hate this. I don't hate this. Okay, well, I'm going to take more of this shade, and I'm on that Nakia Joy Cosmetics Firm Blend. Oh, no. This is the Odin's Eye FR2. And I'm gonna just put more of that sparkle sparkle on the inside here. On both sides. It's very sheer. And then go in with a pencil brush, it's a Morphe M431. Looks like that. And put that same very light shade all the way in that inner corner. And that's reading very pink, which is fine because that's the color scheme we're going for. We're going for a purpley pink. Now, lower lash line. I think just going for that light pink. I think this color is going to be our friend down there. We'll see. We'll see. This is an experiment and I'm using that same Morphe pencil brush. And I am going to use this shade right here. I'm going to put that on the outer third, outer maybe 40% actually, outer 2/5 if you will. We're going major sparkles is what we're doing here. I'm actually kind of liking this. This is fairy eyes. I mean, it's maybe a little better than usual. I'm gonna deepen up that outer V with this. Nope, you thought I was gonna say black, no way. So deepening up, hopefully that'll deepen it up. Just kind of packs a little more pigment than the really shimmery shades, even though it is also super shimmer. Super shimmer. It doesn't look like I was punched in the face, does it? No, it's kind of pretty. It's sort of fairy-like. I don't even think I need super intense makeup with this. I'm going to do the rest of my face and come back and we'll talk about what happened here today. All right, so this is what I came up with. I don't hate it. I'm gonna give myself a 6 out of 10 on this one. I feel like usually when I use this palette, which again, it's so pretty. But usually when I use it, I'm gonna say the look turns out like a 4 out of 10. I'm usually not particularly happy with it. And this is like a 6 out of 10. And I think not using the black was actually sort of key in that, but it looks like this. You know, kind of pretty. I did touch it up a little bit. My eyes had started watering, and so I touched it up a little in the corners. I did put a silver in my waterline and a little bit of black in on the top to fill in my lash line a bit, and underneath my waterline shows up a little bit, and I thought anyways, doesn't matter. So this is the final look, and like I said, I amped it up a bit. Decided to do a wig because why not? Actually, I decided to do a wig because my hair, I didn't want to try to make it look nice. That's exactly why I did the wig, so that's why. But I think it works. I think the black works with the face. I don't know what that shadow is over there. There's like a shadow. I guess it's from the hair. Anyways, I love this. I want to love this palette. And I'm not quite there yet. Maybe we'll try again. I mean, it's so pretty. It's pretty. It's really pretty. Yeah. yeah, I mean, I like it. I wanted to talk about a thing really quick. I'm really sensitive to smell. I talk about that probably in every video, and I just wanted to mention the products that are overwhelming me with fragrance right now. I actually don't use this very often because every time I do, I start to feel a little nauseous, and this is the Tarte Shape Tape. I also think that it's a little bit too light for me. Maybe not. I don't know. Anyways, curious as to how y'all are with fragrances, because that one really bothers me, and so I can't really use it. This does not have fragrance. There is a Pat McGrath palette that does, but this one does not. Anyways, I'm just going on and on and on. Thank you so much for coming on this journey with me. It was a challenge, to say the least. I'm not sure. Yeah, I like it. I do. I think it's pretty. I think it is ethereal. And I think it's pretty. I do. I think next time I should try to use the black and go out of my comfort zone. This actually, the more that I look at it, the more I like it. I also added a Pat McGrath lip, just by the way. It's Venus in Furs. I don't have it right here, but it's the matte trance lip color in Venus in Furs, and I really like it. So, yeah. If you did enjoy this video, please give it a thumbs up, and if you would subscribe, that would make my heart so very happy. And I hope that you're having a wonderful day. Thanks for being here. Bye-bye.